Station, Texas. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Texas A&M Aggies. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. One of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Aggies offense will get first crack at it here. And here comes the guy that is a surgeon in this attack. What a game he had last time out, throwing for 7 scores.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play...
Oh, there's an alley to the left. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Aggie! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
He's looking to pass. He's got it in the end zone for the... Point conversion and an 8-0 lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wolfpack offense takes the field, and we'll get a peek at them for the first time in this one. And here's Jaden Scott taking the field. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that.
Turns out it's Robinson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Leaves it in his belly. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Rush is on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or would you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were
makes the grab in their space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw one first. It's complete to the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Out wide right, it's York. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Throws it deep. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Deep in the end zone, it's Fields. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Drops back on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Scott. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And down he goes back at the 3.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Quarterback empties his backfield. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got his man on the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Fast completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Second and long here. Gets the back moving. Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short. He needs a yard.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Running inside. It's in goal. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Aggies headed quickly to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet. And this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
He'll bring it out. It's Fields. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. NC State heads out gearing up to go on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. On the run, it's Scott. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Fights off a defender. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Long way to go on 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. Gets away from one. Finds some space. He's loose down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
Offside.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty.
Number 91, set to kick it off.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll send the back in motion. Got a little space. Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. So after the break, they'll go back to work. At the end of quarter one, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Motion from the back. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
We're only in the first half. Already this guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Out wide left, it's Lewis. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that third down. They hit the drag route, and they get a nice gain, but that now sets up fourth down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Wolfpack sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll need a bunch on second down. The fake wants to throw. Lets it fly. And he almost had a pick.
In this defense, we know they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one, they knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Searching for space. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Texas A&M going up tempo. He's changing the play. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Craver. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Wants to throw on first. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Reed to the air again. Under pressure. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Aggies are flying down the field. Throwing Reed. Moves to his right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Right side, it's Worthy. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, this quarterback is dynamic, and it's because of his speed. You see it in the run game, but also when he decides to extend the play, scramble, and just buy himself time. Defense can't keep up with him as he's able to find that completion for the 1st.
He's got it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. He wants to throw it again. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Sells to fake. Out wide right, it's Fields. At the 35, he's got room. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Unloads in the nick of time.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 91, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
sends it back in motion. Nine-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
Catch in the middle. It's Craver. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Drops back on first down. Quickly complete. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Aggies will hustle to the line.
Man, it is so hard to have sustained success on offense when you have a freshman quarterback and a freshman wide receiver. But, guys, what can you say about these two all season long? Obviously, we know very talented coming out of high school, highly recruited, but the way they've been able to pick up this offense, the way they've been able to develop chemistry together as the season gone on has just been exceptional. And here they are now in college football playoff contention in large part because of these two young playmakers.
Turns it upfield. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Caught in the backfield. It's in goal. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the number 8 team, the BYU Cougars.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
So they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
They'll open the second half on the ground.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Here comes the heat, and he gets rid of it.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Just gets rid of that one.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Look out. And he avoids the sack.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Sees some running room. There he goes. He's at the 50. At the 30. Inside the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aggies. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead.
On that two-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up two-point conversion.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Fields. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. On the move, he fires. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Second and long here. They'll go to the air. Fires on the move. Right side, it's Dozier. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's... on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. first and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
On second and goal, he carries again. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up third and goal. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. Fit it in the window for the score.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Hey, man, I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
He was looking for some running room, and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, here on the Texas A&M sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Quarterback changing the play. Second down, gonna throw it. They're all over him, and he gets it away.
Ball was incomplete. I think you got to give a lot of credit to this defense up front. That pass rush, they were coming on that play. Got after the quarterback, got in his face, and did not let him feel comfortable.
Looking for that first down on third and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. And they'll try to tack on 2. He wants to throw it. Just got rid of that one.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
Running room in the middle. The 40. At the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
Offside.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 91 set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Aggies sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Aggies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Changing the routes with his receivers. 2nd down to the air. Still looking. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Left side is Lewis. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Aggie. 15-point lead. Going for 2 here. If they get it, it'll be a 3-possession game. Gets the back moving. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Coming out with it, it's Fields. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that play.
Runs through a man, and he might have some space. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Scott. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. Breaks into the open. 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the stomping has commenced. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fields. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
2nd down, gonna throw it. flip it out to the back on the screen. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Out wide right, it's Robinson. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wants to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. In the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Right side, it's Dozier. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on the slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for space. It's Scott. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Settle for the field goal. Trying to get the corner. Now the pitch. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Wide receiver comes in motion. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they take it in for 6 more points. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the point after is good. So a drive there of 85 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Making the adjustment. Wants to go up top on second down. Finds his target. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw one first. The screen, he's got wheels. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Back to pass on second down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Going to try to get it himself. They'll try to get the first through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Drops back on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Timeout called by NC State. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Fresh center downs going to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. And they got it. The Wolfpack uses its final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Worthy. Bring him down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Needs it here on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. A&M comes back out with another first down. Wants to throw again. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the route is on. down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the NC State sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game.
Trying to beat the D deep. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Making the adjustment on the play. Fresh set of downs going up top. Escapes the pressure going right. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Rushes on. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll throw on 3rd down. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking for the marker. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. And the Aggies in the hurry up. Makes the grab on the left. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this
touchdown, Aggies. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
The offense takes control of this football game late. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just...
That's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
It's inside, it's Fields. Runs through a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 45. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. 7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. You know, 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're undefeated at this point of the year, every game from this point out gets bigger and bigger and more important.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.